The Coral Castle homestead in Florida is famous, or let's say infamous. There are countless videos from anti-gravity, vibration technology, all this type of stuff that it can't be done and blah blah blah. It is a bunch of hoopla. We'll have a look at, okay, so there we see the swinging door, but we'll have a look at some. So this is the secret of Coral Castle. Off-the-shelf lifting technology available, in the 1920s. It was available. It was actually available before. Off-the-shelf stuff. Again, easily researched, easily found out. This is, I worked in the lifting game. This is the type of technology that can be used. It's mechanical advantage. It's really high school physics. We see pictures of him off the shelf standard lifting technology. We'll have a look at some video soon. I'll put the link to that in the description. The only rule, it's not even a mystery, but dynamo. Now, visitors to this site even still remember he would turn this table. It's a dynamo. It produces electricity. It would run a light bulb. That was all that it was. And we'll get to more of that later. But famously, when asked how did he do it, he said he understood the technology of the ancients, and that he did. He understood mechanical advantage, the pulley, the chain, the winch, the inclined plane, which are, again, basic high school types of physics stuff. But people who don't understand it, it appears to be as if magic. So the magic lifting box, no, that's furphy, not at all. No, just not. That's the technology there. I'm going to see actual video of him using this technology. It's a chain block, a block and tackle. That's all it is, using mechanical advantage. No ancient lost high technology, vibrations, anti-gravity, anything like this needed whatsoever. It's actually on record that he didn't use it. This is the equivalent of ancient shipping technology. You've seen the rigging on shipping. One man gets many times his own power by simply linking ropes through. And another example of this is here, the pulleys. Okay, when you use a compound pulley, you only have to put, so to lift one man can lift many hundreds of kilos using this particular type of system. It's effectively, it is anti-gravity, but it's not really that. So the physics teacher would probably slap me for saying this, but it's, well, for the amount of rope pulled, you have to pull more rope to lift more weight. So again, I won't go into the boring stuff with that, but this is a compound pulley, basic lifting stuff. Mechanical advantage. So every time basically the rope is looped back around, you can lift double the weight, but you just have to pull on the rope twice as much. So this tripod with a compound pulley is exactly what he was using. This is just a slightly more sophisticated steel or iron, which again was off the shelf from hardware shops, and this again it just is. And there is a need to believe in magic in some of these things, but there is not. This again, here is the lifting technology, off the shelf available type of stuff. There is no mystery. There is no magic here. There is no secret lost high technology. The flywheel was a dynamo. Again, the people who visited even mentioned this, and we'll get to, okay, we'll show the video first. So was it a mystery? No, it's not. Here we're going to see actual video of him at work with a tripod, with a chain block. See how he pulls on the rope? He has to pull on the chain. To lift it an inch, he has to pull so a couple feet on the chain to lift it an inch. Mechanical advantage. He lifts this large stone with an off-the-shelf from your local hardware shop, a chain block. How did he move it? One man can move a big, heavy block with a winch and a lever. As Archimedes said, give me a lever long enough and a place to stand and I shall move the world. Rollers, a wheel, a winch, which is effectively a wheel. And again, how did they move this magical, how did he push this? Well, just look up Wally Wallington. He lifts many times his weight basically with his fingertips. Once you understand the center of gravity, this was a automobile axle. When the door got seized, they took it apart. It was an axle. That's all it was. There is no mystery here. It is it's just being pushed because people don't understand the basic principles of physics, and also, well, it's very profitable, especially on YouTube, to get this. And so 22-ton obelisk, oh my God, 30-ton. Now, even if 50-ton, it doesn't matter, because it's lifting technology off the shelf. I worked for a company, we specialized in this type of stuff. We made, even for specialized lifts, we would, repair and, again, basic lifting technology. There is no mystery at all. That it was aligned to Polaris and North Star, well, that's not much of a mystery, because Polaris basically stays still in the sky, and if you do a time lapse, all the stars go around it. So aligning it to Polaris is not a hard thing. It's skillful, but it's by no means extraordinary. And all these weights with a tripod, with a little bit of skill in the lifting. Now, he only had a 4th grade education, so they say, well, big deal. He got an apprenticeship. Where he come from, Lithuania, that was a timber industry there, and big heavy logs were moved, and they used this exact technology. So what if he only got a 4th grade education? He got an on-the-job training. He understood these things, and all the equipment he was using was off the shelf. Even the flywheel, which like especially at the time, Tesla was pretty famous. Popular Mechanics and these other magazines at the time even would have diagrams and teach you how to make these things. That's, again, all it was. It was a light. He powered a light bulb. The visitors show you. Now, if we go back to that video, now when we see him working, so again, they say, well, no one saw him working. How did he do it? Well, that's just BS. We're going to see while he was building this, while visitors were coming. So he was making his money off this site, and he had to encourage the magic. So there, look, people saw him bloody working, doing it. There is no mystery here. Those who keep pushing it are bullshit artists. And again, it is this further dumbing down and the rejection of reason and logic to promote a bogus narrative. This is the wheel, the winch, the lever, the pulley, is the inclined plane. These are the basic machines upon which all our sophisticated machines have worked on. It's just a combination of all these other things. This was seen, witnessed by people at the time, and again, it's just there's an industry to make things mysterious and sell stuff, and again, it really is shameful. This is I forget the exact name of the stone. It's a very soft stone. It's not hard to cut at all. You can, with woodworking tools, you can cut this stone as well. Lots of other examples of that out there, but it's just another one of these bogus narratives that go around to sell mystery. And when things are known there's even video evidence of it as well. People even suggested it was CGI, right, and all this type of stuff, because it's important to believe the fantasy. And again, that's just very, very unfortunate. The truth is that this is an amazing construction by one man, but it's not mysterious. It's not enigmatic. There's no lost high technology. The technology of this was ancient technology. The block and the tackle, the incline, the ramp, the winch. This is all ancient technology. There are even ancient drawings of it, the ship's rigging and stuff like that. Again, it's just one of these persistent narratives of bogus bullshit. That's all it is. Like they're even the people pushing this will even have the pictures of the machinery in the background. So either they don't understand the basics of lifting and physics and moving heavy objects, or they're selling rubbish and lies. And again, just shameful. If again, I have to repeat, if one child or one person was to believe this bogus narrative and take it away, you are making them dumb. You are enforced, and there is nothing. Shame. You should crawl into your hole and die, because you're scum when you push this and you know it not to be true. Now, fair enough if you don't understand physics or lifting technology, but those who do know and still push it, you are scum. You are really, really on the low end of the heap. And again, there's no mystery here. This is basic stuff, off the shelf stuff, scavenged pieces of automobile equipment, chain blocks, winches, pulleys, With rope, you could achieve the same thing, but this is, well, if you got a chain, let's use a chain. But you could do it with hemp rope could support these weights just the same as well. There is no mystery here, no mystery at all. The only mystery is why people don't engage or don't revel in the beauty of physics and science and education, knowledge. Gather all the knowledge you can. It costs nothing. Is no weight to bear. This is a weight to bear. This stone, but again, one man barely breaking a sweat can lift this. Well, actually, a child could work this particular piece of machinery and lift those heavier stones there. It's off-the-shelf technology. No mystery, no surprise, no magic, no ancient lost high technology. It's just science. It's just he was a timber worker, a logger in his native land, and they used this to lift those heavy logs. You didn't have hundreds of men to lift them up. By using a little bit of knowledge, by applying that knowledge, the loggers, before you could get heavy cranes and stuff into the sites, they had to do it in different ways, and they did it in this very simple, same exact knowledge that the ancients used, because they weren't able to get on their mobile phone and just call in a crane to do this type of stuff. They had to do it in other ways, and they did it. And that's how our ancient civilizations were built, on can-do knowledge, not on it's impossible, mystery, magic sort of stuff. Apply yourself, study, and the truth shall set you free.